history and geography of Terrapolis. I have two kids transferring here for school next week and want some more info on Terrapolis.
Why, yes, I do know quite a bit, but why are you transferring?
Well, when I got a job transfer, so my family moved here from New York State and we're a little confused.
Wow, that's quite a long transfer. I would be happy to tell you more. I am Lion, and this is the line. The line.
Nice to meet you both.
So, first, how is Terrapolis laid out and what is the weather like?
Well, Terrapolis is located on the coast of Oregon, 6 miles southwest of Coos Bay. The weather here is mild with an average temperature of 60 degrees. The area is fairly flat, and Terrapolis has high-density downtown area on the coast and lower-density areas as you get farther from the shore. The population is about 105,000.
Wow, the layout doesn't sound that confusing. Maybe I won't get lost next time. I heard that Terrapolis has an innovative way to get rid of garbage. How does that work?
I'll take this one. In Terrapolis, we have a waste disposal collection and disposal system that is well known to be friendly to the environment, energy efficient, and improves the quality of life for citizens. When Terrapolis was being planned, we wanted to leave less of an impact when disposing of solid waste. It was decided a solid waste system that would not leave waste in the ground, uses only renewable energy, and would use solid waste as a resource, must be used in Terrapolis.
We managed to meet these goals by the use of a system consisting of an underground vacuum waste collection system, which delivers the trash to either a biodigester, recycling center, or a plasma gasification plant.
Wow, that sounds really cool. Could you explain that in more detail? It sounds intriguing. Detail?
Sure. First, a waste inlet center in each user's living area will have, oh my gosh, I'm trying to read.
You're doing a bad job, Eric.
Will have separate labeled inlets for recyclable, biodegradable, and other waste. Items such as electronic and hazardous waste can be brought to drop-off centers. When waste is put into the inlets, it is bagged with a corresponding color-coded bag based on the type of waste. After the trash is bagged, the user will press a button which tells the computer, oh my god, Isaiah.
What?
Why did you just
Yeah, already.
The garbage then gets sucked to the disposal center. It's a geothermal power compressor creates the suction at the disposal center. Located.
No, keep going. This won't be a train.
Okay, go.
Wow, I would assume this system means that garbage trucks are no longer needed.
Yep, removing garbage trucks from the environment greatly improves the health, safety, and reduces traffic jams,
Traffic games?
air pollution, noise, and pests.
Pests. Some of the trade-offs of the system is the high cost compared to using garbage trucks. This pipeline is run underground through Terrapolis. The system is very expensive to build, but has a lower operating cost.
Cool.
Isaiah.
That's where Isaiah talks.
Like Monopoly.
Oh my.
Terrapolis' preferred way of disposing of organic waste is a biodigester because it creates clean methane, fuel, electricity, and fertilizer. Waste that will be fed into the biodigester includes organic waste from homes and businesses and also agricultural waste from the underground farms. In the biodigester, microorganisms break down the organic matter in the absence of oxygen. The biomass breaks down, methane is created, which will either be burned to create electricity or combined with natural gas to be sold for natural gas vehicles.
The trade-off of the biodigester is the land around it has very little work. Since the biodigester does not smell very good, people don't want to put their houses near it. We solve this by putting the biodigester underground.
Ew, I would not want to live next to that. It does sound pretty cool. So the waste is turned into fertilizer and methane fuel.
Yep, Terrapolis also uses a recycling facility to manage compatible waste because it reduces pollution and material use, while also creating revenue. Inputs includes plastics, metals, glass, carbon fiber, papers, as well as some other items. The first step to sorting out the different items from the vacuum waste collection system is to sort out any non-recyclable items before they cause problems. Next, the waste is sorted by machines based on density. types of light reflected, and other physical properties. From here, recyclables are crushed down, resulting in the output of useful raw materials for Terrapolis to sell. The cost of the infrastructure required for the recycling center is not an issue, as the output of raw materials can be sold to create revenue. Last, the environmental impact is reduced, as much less energy is required for materials to be recycled, instead of mining or creating raw materials. Overall, the recycling center takes normally wasted materials and creates usable materials in a clean and responsible manner.
So, what happens to the waste that cannot be recycled or biodigested? In other cities, just goes into the landfill.
Well, in Terrapolis, this extra waste is used to create electricity and building materials, which are sold to offset the operating costs of the plant. The plasma gasification will handle non-recyclable and non-organic waste, as well as toxic and medical waste. The first step of gasifying the waste is using a plasma arc, which breaks the waste down into its basic elements. After the waste has been broken down, it cools and reforms into syngas and slag. Syngas is then burned to produce electricity. Slag sounds like it would be a waste product, but it is actually used as a substitute for asphalt.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So the extra garbage is also turned into asphalt and fuel.
I know what I'm looking. Yep.
So what happens to the electronic waste in Terrapolis? I heard it may cause many environmental problems if not disposed properly.
Is that
Electronic waste will be handled at a citywide e-waste recycling plant. This reduces the amount of e-waste that is dumped from foreign landfills and also allows for the reuse of rare metal items.
Stop looking at your
Rare
phone.
metals. Adding an e-waste recycling facility was a hard decision, as the e-waste recycling facility was extremely costly and used a lot of energy.
This type of system was justified due to the use of clean geothermal power and the extreme impact e-waste can have if not properly disposed of. Using electronic waste facilities, Terrapolis responsibly manages and makes use of e-waste.
Where's the rest of the thing?
That's it. That's all we have so far.